What up, guys? Near the city of Cotonou, there lived a group of people from southern Benin in West Africa who actually lived on water. Yes, they lived on water. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not talking about Jesus walked on water type of stuff. Nah. Okay. I'm talking about a floating village in Benin, which is often called the Venice of Africa. As we all know, Africa's got lots of fascinating stories and places that could actually blow your mind in an instant. So, I'm talking about the Gambi people of Benin in Africa. Ganvi is located in southern Benin on the lake Noku. It is actually near, Cotonou, and it is the country's largest city. Ganvi was created centuries ago by the Tofinu people. Actually, they fled, because of slave raiders and enemy territory. And according to history, the nearby kingdom was the kingdom of Dahomey. Centuries ago, West Africa was heavily affected by transatlantic slave trade. So, the Tofinu people actually feared raids from powerful groups like the Kingdom of Dahomey, and to escape capture, they ran to live on the Lake Noku. The Tofini people fled to live on Lake Noko because the Kingdom of Dahomey avoided attacking people on water due to spiritual beliefs and military difficulties. I mean, talk about your beliefs shall set you free. But in the case of the Kingdom of Dahomey, their beliefs was actually what set the Tofinu people free. All right. Now, you see, it's quite crazy that the Tofinu people were able to build an entire community on water. Well, this is crazy. A full community was built on the lake, and here is how. The village houses stood on stilts above the lake Noku. Well, it gets fascinating because the Tofini people were able to move around the water using wooden canoes. To school, to the market, everything was done on water. Strange and fascinating things about the Ganvi is that every homes, shops, schools, and restaurants are built on stilts above the water. The aren't no lands as living on water is the only way the Tofinu people can be able to live peacefully without being attacked by the kingdom of Dahomey. As a community that actually lives on water, fishing is essential and crucial to the daily lives and traditions of the Tofino people. Even children get taught how to fish and swim from a younger age because that's the life. I mean, it's the tradition. So, it's crazy and fascinating at the same time. And now get this, children in Gambia actually travel to school using wooden canoes. And yes, wooden canoes. I mean, everywhere was kind of like connected, the waterways, because there were no land. So the lake actually connected all channels. So children actually went to school using the water channels and in wooden canoes. I'm sure you'll probably be asking how these traders were able to sell their goods on water. Now get this, the Ganvi traders sold their produces and products on water directly from their boat. They didn't step out from the boat, so every transaction they made was directly from the boat. Ganvi attracts tourists because of its unique floating lifestyle and history. So, despite the fact that Gamvi still attracts tourists because of its lifestyle and history, the village still faces problems like water pollution, overcrowding, climate and flooding issues, poverty, and pressure from modernization, where people think that the traditional way of life will actually disappear. Ganvi is more than just a tourist attraction. It's more of a symbol of survival and resilience. The village represents how people adapted creatively to escape slavery and protect their identity. It preserves unique tradition, water-based living, and an important part of African history many people never learned about. So, Yanvi is considered one of the largest lake villages in Africa and has become an important cultural symbol of resilience in West Africa. So, like, share, and subscribe. I'll be seeing you on the next one. Don't go anywhere. All right? Subscribe.